All right, welcome everybody to the final call for this is we've been doing I think this is our fifth call now for the Legends Fund. For those of you guys that have been following, we started with the Tony Hsieh Legacy Fund. That's kind of where all the ideas came from. And then we moved on to how do we start now? How do we get it going now? Because the real estate fund with the Tony Hsieh estate, it takes time to work a deal with them. It takes time for them to reward us the deal, for us to build the deal. That is definitely still coming. Okay, don't worry, that is definitely still coming. But we decided that we're going to bring really the heart of what we've been creating and what's going to be the backbone of all the deals that we've been doing is the fund, is the debt. Okay, so if you watch the previous videos, you'll be able to follow a little bit better with that. I'm going to give you guys a little high level overview of what everything looks like. And let's see here. Go there. All right. Okay, look at that. That looks kind of cool. No, I don't like it. I want me in the corner. All right. So just a little bit about me, real quick, for those of you guys that are brand new here. Here's my little bio that we've created here. Really not that important, except that I'm a great husband and my mission is to make real estate accessible for everyone. All right. All the other stuff is just like, meh. All right, cool. Okay, so table of contents for today, so you guys know where we're going. We're going to be very laser, very sharp. This video is recorded. It's going to be, for anyone that is going to want to watch the replay of it. Plus, you might want to show somebody that's not here that you want to be a part of your team. So we're going to have the vision summary, our structure for the fund, how you're going to grow as a fund, and overall the debt fund, what to expect, things like that. This is more of details, right? The past couple calls that we've done is all very high level. This is going to be more of details of what you're going to be expecting, what your roles are, and what is really the offer for you as well. So, okay, so vision summary, basically what we're going to be creating, and I'll be drawing this out also on my iPad if we have questions about it. So I'm going to keep this open. Is we start with the debt fund at the center, right? Real estate debt in general is, the largest business, largest industry out there. If you look at the US and you look at every other countries, their largest asset is really debt. So with $2.7 trillion of loans coming due in the next 3-4 years, there's a lot of people that are going to be getting into trouble in the real estate space. So we're coming in sort of not only as a impact debt fund, but also as, giving us the ability to rescue some people and be able to help people that are in that space. So you guys being a part of this, even listening to it, you're starting the movement with me. So I'm really extremely grateful for everyone that is here, everyone that has participated and listened to this vision up to this point. And there are so many people that are on this call right now that's really dear and close to my heart. That's why I'm so excited to be doing this. As I scroll across the names, like everyone here has played a role in my life or has really been, in my space, in our community, been joining in and out. And so just wanted to drop that gratitude here real quick. Okay, so it starts with the debt fund in the middle. And I think it's better if I draw this out on my iPad for you guys here. So if you guys can see my iPad. Let me take this. Okay, I'm just going to take that off. Okay, hi, everyone can see this? All right. Okay, so in the center of everything that, hello, pen. In the center of, okay. In the center is our debt fund, which right now we're calling it a debt fund, but when you guys start talking about it and you guys bring investors in, you guys are actually going to be calling it the income fund. Okay, it's actually equivalent to an income fund. The reason why it's an income fund for, the purpose of it is to do debt, but what it does for your investors is really an income fund. So this income fund is going to generate about, for you guys, we're still modeling out this to be exact, but 15% is the ROI for your fund to fund. Okay, and what that means is you can offer your investors somewhere around 9 to 10%, and you will be as a fund manager 5 to 6. We'll go a little bit into that after. So let me actually not even put this up right now. There's a slide for this whole thing. But we start with the debt fund. The debt fund is going to support deals. We're going to be showing you guys as fund to fund managers, what we're looking for, right, in terms of the size of the deal, the types of deals, how to qualify for deals. So part of this, as a fund to fund manager coming in, you guys are going to learn really to be like, a loan originator for us too. So this is going to be another way that you guys are going to earn income on this. So really the debt fund starts here. On the top is all of the, let's call it your fund to fund. So these are you guys, right? So you, and we're just going to kind of duplicate this across the top, and it will feed into the fund. Now, from the debt fund, it will grow. We will have this. This is basically where I'm drawing out all the Legends funds, what it'll look like. And then we're going to have our Tony Hsieh Legacy Fund. And there'll probably be 2 or 3 of these. Okay, my circles are not even. Didn't really learn to draw circles that well. But there'll be those. And then, some of you guys may say, hey, I want to do storage. Right? Storage is what I want to specialize in. So there may be a storage fund, Legends Storage Fund, all under our umbrella. You may have your real estate opportunity fund, and I'll talk about that later as well. You may say we may also be having venture funds. So these are all, I'm sharing like an overall vision of what's possible and what I see for us in the future. Okay, now one thing in common is all of these funds will be sharing profits into a nonprofit venture fund. This is where I believe I will end up in terms of how we're going to support, the youth, the elderly, healing centers. There's all sorts of things that I really want to be working in, and a lot of people will probably be wanting to be a part of this too. But that is one kind of criteria in which all the funds will operate from. Giving back, tithing is a huge part of what I believe will make everything really successful here. Yeah, so as you grow, as you become more sophisticated as a fund manager, you over here, you may just be a beginner fund manager to start. Then you're going to move on, and as these other master funds, we're calling these the master funds, as these master funds are created, you will now have more offerings to your investors, right? Because this debt fund will offer 15 or 10% for your investors. The real estate fund might offer something more. And so you as a fund manager becomes more and more sophisticated as you grow. So this is a really done for you fund, a really unique thing that we're creating here. And myself, along with MW Law, our security attorneys, the law firm, Proxy Financial, with my CPA Brent, that's who we're going to be working with as well. This is kind of the whole structure. And as you become more sophisticated, you may be the one that is going to be running one of the master funds, right? So there's going to be there's a lot of room to grow. This is a part of my ethos, I guess you can call it, is that there's always room to grow. It's not a ceiling, that you don't just do a fund to fund and that's it. Right, there's a lot of room to grow as you become familiarized with our ecosystem. Okay, so I'll come back to that after. Right here. Okay, for those of you guys that have heard the nonprofit venture fund right here, I love this because I've always had I've always been inspired to work with teens. So teens are aging out of foster homes, um, that need a place to go. We have a program that we've already kind of been building for them. And, we're creating a model in which they can go to. They'll want to be there. They'll have, basketball courts. They'll have video games, all the things that are really cool for teens that they may have missed out on while they're growing up. They'll want to be there, and they'll go through this program in which they'll first go through some personal development stuff. Personal development, I think the biggest part of personal development is when people find a purpose for all the things that they've gone through in their life. So all the pains and neglect and things like that, if they find a purpose in which they can turn that story and turn those things into, they're going to find, fulfillment in that place. And this is how we heal, right? This is how we heal them. And as they grow, they're going to be going into an incubator in which they'll take products to market. We'll have CEOs, CFOs, founders that have exited 9, 10 figures, all of these mentors in there to help you take a product to market. And then our nonprofit venture fund will be funding those and partnering with them. So giving them a chance to be really successful. As they become successful, I believe they're going to come back and help others that have, that are going through similar things. All right, so it'll be the same for kids that are being rescued from human trafficking. We'll also be looking into senior housing, different things like that. It's all very humanitarian stuff. So that's where I imagine I will be in the future. So just kind of wanted to over high level share you guys what we're up to. Okay, so the Legends fund structure, I shared a little bit just in the picture before on the iPad of where, you guys come in, the fund to funds, and how it relates to the master funds. The entire thing is put together through Proxy is bringing in a proprietary blockchain ledger in which every contract, every transaction is recorded. So you can't add zeros, take zeros away. And if you think about this ledger itself, I think that all of Wall Street, all the big funds, I think in the future, investors are going to demand it, and as we demand this, as we realize what blockchain is really designed for, this ledger is going to keep everybody accountable, keep everything in integrity. And I think that's really, really, really important. And we're going to lead the way with this model. From our regular funds, our fund to funds, to our master funds, everything's going to be operating inside a trust ledger. So investors can feel confident, fund to fund managers can feel confident, and everybody is being held to the highest level. The demand that we're going to raise and elevate the standards in which we invest. And I think that itself, when Wall Street and Vanguard and Fidelity and BlackRock, when these guys are asked to be held to that level of standard, the way the business is going to be done in the world is going to change. We don't have to take anybody down. We just get to inspire them in a new way of doing business. Okay. And also, of course, I shared with you guys a little bit the charity part of it. Right, charity is huge in my life. In my own life, I literally, all money that comes in, I have parts of it go right into an account called charity, and I get to do a lot of cool things with it. Okay, and then the cool, unique thing about this is that this entire fund, okay, your fund to fund is a done for you fund. We build out the fund for you. Okay, and then Proxy comes in and helps you with all the admin work, from onboarding to your distributions to your marketing. All parts of that Proxy is going to be kind of advising you. They're the registered investment advisors. So you actually have somebody that watches your back. The important thing about that is when we're playing in this realm, this is the highest level of investments that you can be a part of. All right. And maybe some of this may seem a little bit intimidating for you. It's like, oh man, who am I to play in this role? It does not matter. You don't need any experience to be a part of what we're doing, because this is going to be done for you. Myself and the people that I work with, we take responsibility for the success of people that we work with and that we mentor. All right, a lot of people out there is like literally, here you go. Here's an educational program. Take it. If you fail, we have nothing to do with it. There's huge liability on waivers that you sign for that. Right, oh, we forgot the disclaimer in the beginning. What happened? Come on, bro. Sorry. We'll probably stick that in the end somewhere. But yeah, so we take responsibility for your success. That means we're going to go above and beyond to do it for you, to make sure you do it right, and to watch out for you so you don't fall into holes that you don't even know exists. Right? That's so important while we're in this space, because this is where the big boys play now. Big girls and big boys play in this space. This is, securities, and you have the SEC kind of looking out for what's going on in this space. So we want to make sure that you succeed, and it doesn't matter if you're a beginner or if you're extremely sophisticated. We're building it for you. If you have done funds for a long time, it's still the same. You'll go through the same process, because this is a whole new way of doing it. It's never been done before. All right, so whatever you understand about funds, you're in the same space. Everyone is going to come in as beginners, because it's never been done, and what we're offering, what we're creating. Okay. And Jacqueline and Proxy and Brent, if you guys have anything you guys want to add at any point, please feel free to just share, because we've been working on building this together. So as your fund manager, this is kind of like the journey. You have growth, right? We never want to say, hey, here you go, be a part of it, and you're stuck. You're stuck at the fund to fund level. As you become more sophisticated and you learn how this whole model and how our ecosystem works, you will become, you will either walk in and say, hey, I really want to create a fund for this, right? For storage, for assisted living, for brand new builds, C class value adds, whatever it is that you think would be, that you want to do. You can start to create a master fund, and we'll help you do that. And then as you are becoming more sophisticated as a fund manager, you will have other offerings. There will be other offerings in which you can share with your investors. Okay, so it's not just, hey, the debt fund. I'm offering you a debt fund. I'm offering you, this is a place that has real estate, has venture. There's a bunch of different things that will be added to your investor pitch deck, which is pretty cool. Okay, let's just talk about you guys now see a bigger picture of where we can go, where you can go. And now I just want to talk about the debt fund a little bit here. So the way that you make money as a fund to fund manager, there's 3 different ways in which you can actually make money. One is the asset management fee. So for your traditional fund to funds, okay, if anyone doesn't know what that means, it means you are a fund that invests into like shares or security of another fund. Okay, you're a fund that funds another fund. So our master fund is the debt fund. You are kind of like an extension, sort of say, of our fund. Everything that we offer, you can offer as well. And the structure is that nobody, you can't just have, somebody come off the street and say, hey, I want to invest in this master fund. They have to go through one of your fund to funds. And this is us not competing with you. Unless we have somebody that comes in and says, hey, we got $25 million, $50 million, we can create a side contract with them. But we're not going to go and, we're not going to, oh, okay. Well, you spelled it wrong. You wrote assets, not assets. Okay, we could change that. Sorry about that. Assets, guys. Not asset management fees, it's asset. So 3 different ways in which you can earn money here. One, you can refer a loan to our main debt fund, and we're going to show you guys how to do that. Okay, this is actually really, really big, and the reason why it's never been done before is we are empowering you guys not only to be able to raise capital and make asset management fee and help people invest into a good place, but you can also learn to refer loans over to us. if you understand, if you begin to, you're going to be educated on this on a weekly basis of the different loan packages that we have, what to look for in terms of when you find a deal, when you see a deal. Okay, this is huge because it allows you to sit down at a table with anybody. Okay, and it's proven. We've done it, myself and my partner Justin. Like, we've done it. We've been doing this. We've been going out and talking to the largest people, largest developers out there, and what we offer, they're completely wowed by. So you have an opportunity to do this. Okay, when we talk about your network is your net worth, right? You can go out now and network with people that are massively successful in this business, and you can offer something. You can serve them. All right, right now for most people, it's hard. Like, we don't really know how to serve somebody that is, multi-billion dollars. Right? They're looking and they're playing at levels that you just aren't. So this gives you an opportunity to sit as an equal in front of somebody that is like that. Okay, that itself, huge. The other thing is, if your investors, let's say you have an investor come in and you let your investors know, hey, you can refer a loan to us, right? If you refer a loan to us, we're going to give you 0.5%. This is what we're offering for referrals, is you get 0.5% of the loan. It's really big. Okay, the people don't just offer this. So 0.5%, if you think about $100 million loan, it's $500,000. You have an opportunity basically to start a business now. Sit down with high-level people, refer loans back into our fund, do loans for them. You're serving them. You're giving them an opportunity to see something that they don't have, that's not available out there. And then you get a referral. All right. Now, if your investors learn this, your investors don't just have to be passive, right? They can earn their 9-10%. Great. But now they go and say, hey, I'm a part of a fund that we can probably fund your deals. They bring a loan to you, you do the screening, you say, okay, this works, let's submit it in to the main fund. We do the fund, you and your investors split the 0.5%. You're starting an awesome business here at the same time as a fund. All right. And then, of course, the third way is the asset management fee. So we said that we're going to be offering 15% to every fund-to-fund manager, every fund-to-fund. Okay, everyone really has to follow the same game. All right, it's not like you can do whatever you want and offer 2% to your investors and keep 12. All right, like, you're going to be offering 9 or 10%. We're going to decide on that to your investors, and you will be managing and getting about 5 to 6%. Now, there's other expenses that come with that, right? We're going to share in the coming up slide here, but there are other expenses that come with managing a fund. You have filing fees every year. You have your accounting fees. You have your asset management fee with proxy. So, there are other fees that come with it, but we're going to teach you all of that. All right. What you're going to learn as being a part of this will expand your mind so much that your relationship to money and business and investments will change forever. And I think that's the really great opportunity here. You get a chance to play at the highest level and be educated and expand your mind. All right, so what to expect from us? All right, so a lot of you guys, some of you guys have seen me speak and seen me do presentations and been a part of these calls. I never use slides. I feel like slides limit me and I can't get into my flow, but I'm doing slides because somebody said, hey, I do better if I see things at the same time as hearing. So I'm doing my best here. All right, so what to expect from us, and you guys know I jumped back and forth already. I already shared this earlier, but what to expect from us is we build the fund for you. MW Law will be building it. Our admin team with Proxy will be doing the hand-holding for you. They're going to onboard for you. They're going to help you with your advertisements and planning. They're going to be helping you with your distributions. And then they're going to be your overall fund advisory. They are registered investment agents. All right. And then you have your CPA, and our CPA is going to be creating a package for you to do the accounting and the K-1 tax returns for you every year. All right. If you just go out and do this on your own, it's hard. You're going to fall. You're going to fall into different holes and you're going to learn the hard way. This is like riding a bike. with, training wheels on. We're going to have a section for Q&A, so, just hold off on that. I know there's probably a lot of things happening already. The education in the community in this. My strength, my area of expertise is building communities. And I love mentoring. I love coaching. That is something that gets me fired up. It actually gives me more energy and never drains any energy from me. Okay, so that's what you're going to be getting. You're going to be getting an ongoing education on security laws. You're going to be getting ongoing education on funds itself, learning private equity, okay, private funds. Like this is going to open your mind to how real estate deals can be done. All right. And then every single one of you fund managers are going to go through financial fitness with Proxy, which means you are going to get retirement planning, tax planning, and succession planning. This is big. Like each one of us as main partners in the master fund already gone through it ourselves. We know what the value of it is. And each one of us are actually like, whoa, we need some more of this too. As sophisticated as we may think we already are, Proxy has brought a whole new level for us. And I can't wait for all of you guys to just go through it. Just that itself is probably worth the buy-in. All right. And then you're going to get loan origination training. You're going to learn SEC compliance regulations. We build an investor deck for you. Okay. You can just kind of like, it'll be like kind of like a white page, a white label. I think that's what they call it. Right. And you'll put your own brand on it. You'll put your own little colors on it and you get your own investor deck. We create the subscription agreement for you, the LOI one-pagers for you that you can give to your investors. You're also going to be getting, we recently just added this in with 360 University, Brad Blazer's capital raise school. He's raised $2 billion. He's going to teach you guys through this educational program how to find money. How to find money from high net worth people, how to talk to them. All that is included in the capital raise school. Now, of course, I'm going to be teaching a lot of, how you raise capital, how you do deals, things like that. But you'll get an extra. You get Sir Brad Blazer, which him and Jeffrey and Proxy and Jacqueline and everybody will be joining us in March 21st to the 23rd. We are throwing a live event in Vegas where we teach you guys how to find deals to be funded, one, and then also all these other amazing speakers will be talking about how the wealthy play this game. Okay, and you can learn that. All right, what you'll also get is you'll be a part of the C-Suite network with Jeffrey Hazlett. This is spell his name wrong, but Jeffrey Hazlett. Yes, you did. We'll be part of that C-Suite network. Right. And that's just opening your network more to more people, more opportunities. I do want to give some props to Nick. Okay. If anyone doesn't know who Nick is, Nick, come say hi real quick. Nick is my protege. He put this deck together. He's part of everything that I do. Blame him for the mistakes.
Yeah, blame my dyslexia.
No. Dyslexia is not real. All right. So fee structure. Okay. It's very, very, very simple. We wanted to keep it very it's basically your whole fund created for you. You get all those things. It's $50K. We're not really making any money doing this. Literally no money is being made. This is just for you to get started. I want you guys to become partners. So, all of our third-party partners, they have all lowered their fees to as low as they can. Proxy has brought it down. MW Law has brought it down. Our accounting team, CPA, has brought all the fees. Everybody's down because we all see the vision. The vision is we're going to disrupt how private equity has been done up to this point. We're empowering people to be able to play at this level. And then we're taking responsibility for your success. We're only looking for 12 people to start with us because this is 12 teams to start with us because, this is brand new. We've never done it. We need the first 12 to be our pioneers, to be our disciples, right? To start this movement. This is 100% going to blow up And there's what we're going to be creating is going to be game changing. So I do want to take questions. I think I cover most of how this works. Actually, you know what? I do want to share a little bit more of how we get the returns on the debt fund. All right. So any money that is invested with our debt fund actually doesn't get used. Okay. It will go into, a cash equivalent high interest earning account, whether it be treasury bonds or in an account that earns about 5%, 4 to 5%. It will sit there and earn that. It sits as our collateral, I guess you can call it, because we can use that money and be able to leverage buying a lot more money for cheaper. And as that money grows, think about a million. My vision is that 1 million people raise $1 million. That's $1 trillion. If we had $1 trillion just sitting there in an account and it's earning 5%, do you know how many people and how many banks, how many countries will actually want to lend us money at a much cheaper rate? So what we do is we take that money and then we go and relend it to help people get their deals done. All right, so you make fees there, you make the difference, the arbitrage and the interest rates, and those are the returns that will be funneled back to you and your investors. So there's a bunch of different ways in which when you originate loans, you can make money, and we wanted to share that with everyone. Right, myself and my partner Justin. He's I don't know if he's here. I didn't see him. Justin, are you here? Let me see.
Yes, I am here.
Oh, there he is. So myself and Justin has introduced me to really the large private equity side. Okay, he opened my eyes to how loans have been done. Typically, how when you go and buy a commercial real estate deal, you go and shop with a lender from Marcus Millichap, Cushman Wakefield, wherever. Okay, one of these lenders. They're all shopping in the same department store for the loans. You're looking at the same Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, CMBS type of loans. And don't worry if this is going over your head, it's not that important. It's just that's where they're all shopping. On the private side, people are creative and money is sourced from all over the place. And we can put deals together very creatively. And Justin has shown that to me and how it's done. I was like, oh, okay, well, we can go and make billions of dollars ourselves, or we can share this with people, right? Money is actually not what's going to change the world. People are going to change the world. So I was like, let's build a massive army. Let's create that tipping point, the amount of people that are a part of our ecosystem that believes in impact and helping and creating win-wins and really changing how business is done. Okay, how these large funds operate as well. So say hi, Justin, to everybody.
Hello.
Where are you at? Let me see.
I'm over here in my
Are you on video? Okay. All right. Don't worry about it. Oh, you are. I just want to highlight and spotlight you real quick and say, "What's up?"
What's
there he
up?
is. So, Justin, why don't you introduce yourself just real briefly, real quick to everyone here? Because Justin's my partner and he's part of how this whole thing came about.
Yeah, definitely. So I met Alex, unique story how we met. Showed up to my office one day, needed help with a loan. I had a ton of boxes sitting at my door. I was like, damn, you got big arms. You want to move these for me? So, kid you not, that's the truth of the story. And from there, we met. He had a loan situation, and I was able to help him with his loan. And from there, I said to him, what could we do, in the future, and all these different things. And I've been doing this since I was 13 years old. My dad got me into this at a young age, and my dad's been doing this business for 55 years, but he's basically retired now. So I've been running the whole show for the past 3 years on my own, basically now. And since then, we typically focus on $100+ million loans. That's always just been my sweet spot of what we work on. We do a lot of international lending. I can go into such a deep synopsis of, capital, where it comes from, et cetera. But, that's for another call. And, met Alex. He had a great vision, really liked what he was doing. And, I said, let's see what we can do. And, we've just been pumping out so many deals, and I've changed, the way he looks at money. And, I showed him there's such a bigger scope to this industry that nobody sees. And, there's also a reason why nobody sees it, because nobody, on the top level shares it. And, I kind of brought it to light, and we, had this major vision, and I was like, all right, let's do it. And, fast forward to when we met to where we are today is absolutely unbelievable. And, I've taken Alex on some fun trips here of loans that we've closed together. And, it's really amazing to see what you could do on the private sector. And, people ask, what's your loan program? I'm like, well, it's a custom loan. Let's see what we can do, how we can structure it. And, sky's the limit as to what can be done.
Yeah. I mean, this is Justin has opened my eyes so much to how the top level people play, and for him, it's like, oh, this is just an everyday thing. I'm like, no, this is not an everyday thing. So I believe it's really important for those of you guys that are going to join us, the first 12 that's going to be joining us, to really be open enough to say, yeah, I want to learn how the top level people play. Okay, that it's the learning of it, the understanding of that is more important than anything else right now. When your mind can expand and see how that is done, you're going to be able to go and impact communities, your family members, your friends, like in a whole different way. That's what I've been able to do. That's what Justin has shared and has helped me open myself up to. All right, so yeah, I just wanted to bring him up a little bit, just to give you guys an intro of who he is. He plays. They've been used to playing in the background of things. They don't really want to come into the light, but I've been dragging Justin out, and he's enjoying it. I'm sharing my connections and my peoples with him, and he's sharing the same.
Yeah, I've never talked so much on camera before.
He's like, Zoom. He's like, oh my God, I've never been on Zoom this much.
I actually had to start paying for Zoom after I met Alex. Never before was that a thing.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, so thanks, Justin. Thanks for being on here and believing in the vision as well. This is huge. This is beyond all of us. All right. I wanted to bring Jacqueline and CJ. Are you here? Jacqueline's here. Where are you at?
I have my picture on. CJ is in the back, I think. I don't know if he's multitasking.
There you are. Hello. So Jacqueline and I met, I slid into her DM, and from that moment, so many big things has opened for me. We've had our ups and downs in terms of just working with different partners and trying to get things started. She's running this amazing live event here in Vegas, and I get to be a part of it. And she's been kind of leading the charge and holding us accountable and project managing this whole fund for us and Proxy. So yeah, Nick put the link to that. That's a cool event. I hope you guys can join us there in Las Vegas, actually. Let's see. So CJ is...
Yeah, we have amazing mansion. We locked in. It's going to be a party and a half for sure. I'm stoked. Did you look at the pictures?
Yes, there's hot tubs. There's I don't know, a
pool,
a swim up pool to a bar. That's crazy.
I hope a bedroom is being reserved there for me. I can't go to those casinos anymore.
Oh, you're welcome to stay there.
Absolutely.
You can stay in my house.
No, thank you.
That house is like that. I'll give you the master suite, Justin.
Now we're in business.
He needs more Lux. No, sorry, you can't have my
Alexa.
master suite.
Oh my God.
Bring the lady.
Right. So Jacqueline, if you just want to say hi and share a little bit of how your involvement looks in here.
Yeah. So I am a retired CPA. I'm in the process of switching over, getting my Series 65 to become a full-time wealth manager. I worked and advised with some of the wealthiest CEOs and big companies you use every single day. And I decided I wanted to stop being part of the problem and being part of the solution and helping rebuild the middle class. I've lived in the world that Justin lives in, and it's easy when you have money to make money. It's really hard to make your first million. And once you hit your first million net, that's really when you can start turning on the rocket fuel and really making a lot of money. And so, I have my own real estate company that I'm building out. I'm targeting to have 8 figures built in the next 2 years. So tens of millions getting built. I'm hoping to have 100 million of assets under management shortly. So I'm pushing pretty hard. And so I say all of this so that you guys understand, like, just because I'm a CPA doesn't mean I don't do what you guys are doing in this space. I do it at a pretty proficient level. And I actually yesterday just came home from a meeting with the DEA where we're building them a building. So it's one of those things I'm very proficient. I've got a really big network in real estate, and I took this project on with Alex to help him go to the next level and see what the fund space is like. That's really the area where yachts are made, guys. And this is the area
The
where
yachts are made.
it is. It's true. If it's not an IPO and a sale of a company, it's this. So
Yeah.
it's not, this is not a get rich quick scheme, guys. This is something you're really going to have to work at, learn, and master your craft. Getting
Mhm.
people to give you money. Alex and I probably make it look really, really easy, but we've spent years building relationships, building credibility and trust. And so, I built the 360 Real Estate University to help people learn about all the different types of real estate strategies from people who are not, I'm going to use air quote, coaches. God bless them all, but like, I'm sorry, you guys deserve to learn from people who are actually doing what they say they're doing. Not people that are making all their money in coaching and don't have the financial means. I really want you guys to be in a safe environment, a safely friendly ecosystem, and a community where you don't have to buy an educational mentorship program to be doing deals with us. Like, we're gonna make way more money doing real estate deals with you guys and having you guys bird dog and bring the advanced people in to meet the beginner people and really give you guys our buy boxes. So we're working on pulling all of that together for you guys. And then we have, the beginner people are opening their hedge funds and all their buyers. So this is really more about like a community where you guys actually start making money. You actually have support and you have help. We do biweekly calls through the Legends U. And they're open to anybody in this community for free.
Yeah.
And we just want to get helping people. I think that's one thing Alex and I, the minute we like talked, it was like 3 hours of talking, and I really loved his heart. And for me, it's just, I work for You Changed My Life, and I get those text messages, emails, and phone calls every day. And that's what keeps me on track and pushing. And so, it would be an honor to help you guys, and it would be an honor to have you guys come learn from us, because I had someone say in the last event, like, you don't know what you don't know until you go to this event. And that was like the biggest compliment, because, our educational system has completely failed us, and you don't learn money. You don't learn how to build wealth. You don't learn taxes. You don't learn legal structures. So when people get divorced, they work so hard, and then they get divorced, they lose it all when they, but they had it before they got married, and it's tragic. And, my goal is just to help you guys be safe, keep what you make good money, and like really live the life that you deserve. My first mountain was a modern day form of slavery, is slave labor. And now I'm on my second mountain. And so this career is really for giving back and helping pay it forward. So open my heart and soul to you guys. And Alex, it's been a pleasure being on this journey with you and keeping you
Yep.
accountable.
For
But no,
sure, for sure.
more importantly, I'm excited to see you level up and come into the big leagues for sure.
Okay, awesome. I'm excited to be there on this journey that we're gonna do together. So that's Jacqueline, everyone. So Proxy Financial, I'm not sure if CJ's here or Brian, but they're gonna be bringing in all the other support. The admin, they're the RIA. So I want to open up right now for an opportunity for anybody to ask any questions. Okay, this is the time to to ask questions, and also if you're interested to move on to the next phase, you can either scan this code or you can type in a link that's going to be dropped in the chat right now. Nick's going to drop it in there. So yeah, that was a little plug for us doing the 360 University. But back to our fun conversation. Love for the first teams to come together. All right, and this is we're We're gonna be growing. Okay, who's that? Question.
This is
Donna. Oh,
from Swiss. Um, Nice to
oh.
see you, brother. I'm in the midst of creating a vision board deck with Luna for also to get funds for our musical career. So I know that's just a big step, like, having tons of musical assets from, Grammy winning producers and platinum producers, but most people from the material realm not understanding the value of it until, you trend or do something like that. So, we're hitting we're learning how to pass those curves, and I'm really grateful for all the knowledge that has been shared. I missed the beginning, but I'm just wanted to share how grateful I am, and if there's like maybe some type of advice that y'all could give for a musical genie that loves to create, and we're bound to have shows everywhere sooner than later. So yeah, that was my main question, and thank you again for all the knowledge.
Yeah, so we do a couple other educational calls just for free throughout the week. So we can definitely get you plugged in there. And I know, you and I met over in LA, and it was just such a pleasure. And you've been, I've been seeing you around so much. So we're gonna
Yeah,
work something out.
awesome,
We'll see what we can do together.
awesome. Thank you for having us
Awesome.
here. Very,
Yeah,
very.
thank you for being here, brother.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Okay, so questions about the fund. Donna, go ahead.
Hey, so I'm looking at the things that it does not include, and I was watching this other video, and they were talking about you had the right slide on there.
Oh, okay.
Like they were talking about needing certain insurances and needing to do audits.
Mhm.
Are they in the do not include, like
Yeah.
business? Like we're running our own business, I imagine. So
Yeah, you're running your business. There are things that is included on the front end to get you fully started. The
Okay.
yearly audits that you may or may not have to do, the the ongoing accounting fees and the marketing fees and your yearly filings for your fund. All right, these are all things that will be separate to it. But the goal is like that's your business expense, right? So part of what you're going to be generating from your asset management fee, from your referral fees, these are the things that are going to cover your expenses. And we'll be going over that throughout. Like we're going to have live events. You're going to be able to come. Fund managers are going to be coming to learn on a very, very high level. We'll have ongoing weekly calls. There's going to be videos in the vault that we're creating. So this is why we're looking for the first 12 teams to start with us. Right? You're going to be helping us build out the assets. You're going to be going through the journey with us as we create this for the rest of the people that are going to be the second mid-tier adapters. Right? You guys
Yeah.
are the legacy. So
in
yeah.
terms of like dollars, though, like bless you, how many extra dollars do you foresee that we would need to get like a website up or whatever extra things that we need?
Those are all going to be different. I would say, because your first 50,000 coming in, there is a way that you can actually, count that as your fixed expenses and you raise that back out too. Right, so your initial expenses that goes in of setting this whole thing up, part of your fund, when you raise it, we're going to say somewhere around $1 million is where you're going to be raising out that fee. And then you have your yearly fees, filing fees somewhere between $3,000 to $5,000. You have 1% to 2% of management fee with proxy. And as your fund gets larger, the fee comes down, this scales back down. And then marketing, that's up to you. If you want your own website, if you want your own CRM, those are all different other things. And then, accounting, CPA fees for this, probably a couple $1,000 included in there as well. So,
All right, thank you.
but you're starting a legitimate business. You're a business and you give people a place to invest. So awesome. All right, brother. Mansoor, what's up?
Alex, what's going on, brother? Good to
Hey.
see you again, man. Hey, man. Sorry, I'm actually in the airport right now, so I was listening into the call, and I've noticed that you mentioned that this is the fifth call. I've missed the previous ones. I wanted to ask you, I know we connected offline, but where would
Mhm.
I be able to access the previous recordings just to get caught up with the entire material?
Yeah, we're about to drop in the link right now in the chat.
Beautiful.
Okay. So if you go to
Thank you.
videos in that YouTube channel, you'll be able to find a lot of different things on the funds.
Perfect, brother. Thank you.
Awesome. And then do you have the link for people to join the Mighty Networks? Okay, so for if you're ready to move forward or at least get like more serious about this conversation, like scan the link and that fun sign up link in the chat. That way we can set up a one-on-one call and have a deeper conversation about it. And if not, join the university, the Mighty Networks that we have, which is going to just update you guys more and more on what we're doing. We'll have different calls throughout to kind of give you guys education as well of this space. For those of you guys that are just like, I'm really interested, I want to be a part of the movement, but I just don't know if I'm ready yet. That's fine. Stay connected to it. All right, stay a part of the community. So that's the link right there. Bunch of different links, I know, overwhelming, but yeah. Any other questions about the fund itself? Oh, wow. Okay. Well, one of the things I do want to add too is who you're looking for on your team, right? This is not like a one-man show. You're starting a fund. There are different roles that can be played. Okay. So there are, who's going to be keeping track, who's going to be doing the admin work with Proxy, who's going to be doing the investor relations, who's going to be raising the capital when money comes in, when people have loans, who's going to be doing the loan origination, underwriting, sending out the applications, right? So it doesn't have to just be money. Maybe a couple of you guys come together and say, hey, we got 25K each, let's do it. And then we also need somebody that's going to be doing a lot of the admin work for us. Right, so you just want to put your team together. I would say no more than like 5 people on a team. The more partners you have, it might lead to more conflicts. All right, so we can help put that structure together for you guys as well. Okay, go ahead, Forrest.
Hey, Alex. So I know this is just the initial phase, but should we already be looking for investors that need our help, so to speak?
I would learn a little bit more. So what it looks like is once you guys pay this fee, you guys will go through about a 3-week training. Let's call it. You guys are gonna go through a 3-week training. You guys are gonna get financial fitness with Proxy, just to kind of like get an overview of your own financials and how to set yourself up correctly. There will be a calendar sent to you of like, it's like a Gantt chart, basically showing you where you're supposed to be. This is what you get to do. And your fund will be created for you. And then once it goes live, we're going to have the one pager for you. We're going to have the things that you can show investors to be able to invest into your fund. All right,
Okay. So if there's
like
any leads, just hold them for now until we get to that point.
Yeah, you want to be a little more educated about what it is that you're offering somebody. I know it can get very exciting, but sometimes when we get really excited and we don't really know what we're talking about yet, it turns people away. So let's get ourselves educated first. Once you join the program, we have a whole system for you guys. Awesome. Yeah, like I said, I'm extremely interested in taking responsibility and you guys starting and being successful. All right. I personally don't think there is a better place. If it's my opinion, this is my opinion. I know what it is that we're creating. There is no better place to put $50,000 to start a business like this. I've seen what just originating loans can do for you. And then you can also bring this to people. Like, how great to be able to serve your friends and family and just people in general. So the likely team roles that we would need, you have somebody that's got to bring the capital, and you got somebody who's willing to do the work, right? Who has time? You got to think time, energy is like the same thing. Time, energy, experience, money. These things got to come together to make a team. All right. So for yourself, what do you need? Do you have the time? Do you have the energy? Do you have the money? What do you have? Yeah. So when you're putting it together, who's going to do the admin work? Who's going to be, doing investor relations? Right. And this is why, if you're not ready yet and you don't have a team yet, join that Legends community group, because that's where you're going to find your peoples. Join the calls that I do, because moving forward, this is 100% what I'm going to be creating. I'm going to help people get deals done for sure. I'm going to teach you guys how to do syndications and all of that. That's going to be in a kind of a pre-recorded session, but everything we're going to be doing is going to be on the highest level. If you guys understand how to play this game at the highest level, you may never ever do syndications again, even though that may be big. But you sure as hell will probably not do any wholesaling or flipping, right? Because you just move on to the next level. Not to say any of those things are bad. When you're starting, it's necessary. You got to hustle, you got to grind. But you could play at this level now, right? We're making it very simple to be a part of. So, okay. Does that answer your question, Forrest and Kim? Anybody else?
Yes, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Again, we have a lot of people ready and interested to do this. We are picking 12 teams, 12 groups. All right, there are positions that are already, there are groups that have already been chosen that I'm like, yes, I'm extremely excited for them to be a part of it. And we're looking for a couple more. All right, hope that's you guys.
I got a question up in this piece.
Yeah, who's that?
What's up? Adam.
Oh, hey, Adam.
I'll step away from mom's 70th birthday party here real quick. Hey everybody, what's up, Justin?
What's up?
Is there a booklet, documentation, syllabus, anything like that that's going to be provided prior to or during the actual course, or is it all going to be on-screen learning?
Yeah, there will be documents for sure. For some of you guys that like to look at documents yourselves, yes, there will be documents.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, there will be things for you to look at, and there will be, all of that will be written and laid out for you.
Yeah, Proxy's created you guys a whole folder for anyone who onboards, and everything will be in there all the way down to SOPs, roles, responsibilities, templated documents and everything, as well as Brad Blazer will go through with you guys on how to raise and your target audience. His claim to fame is he can make anyone raise capital if they understand and follow his lead. So he's very knowledgeable, and I think you guys are in good hands for sure with him. He's raised $2 billion, and he raises money sitting at a Starbucks, literally.
Yeah.
If he can raise money from a Starbucks from strangers, he must be doing something right.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look at all the things you're going to be able to learn from this place. Fraser, go ahead.
I was just talking to my friend, and I was saying how impressive it is to watch you, and just for what you're sharing and where the direction that you want to go with this fund is. It's so beautiful and so inspiring, and I can't even express my gratitude for this community. It's so great. I just want to say thank you for being who you are.
Awesome. Thanks. Appreciate that. Thank you, Fraser. All right. Anybody else have questions? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Forrest. Are we still live? Oh my God. Still live somewhere. Anybody asking questions there? All right. Go ahead, John.
Hey, Yeah, I was wondering on that, after the 3 week initial training, how soon would a person be able to refer a loan to the fund?
Immediately.
Okay.
Yeah. You may already have something in your mind.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, this is like starting a whole business too. A lending business.
Right.
Yeah.
So both, so I could refer somebody or get an investor right after the 3 week initial period.
Yeah, you're gonna have investors, you're gonna have your investors and you want to like become one with them, you know? Like you wanna bring them into this ecosystem that they're not just invested with you, but that they want to be a part of it and that there's a way for them to make more money than just their passive returns from it. Yeah. Yeah, so Devin, we'll talk a little bit more about that. You know, it's actually the larger the deals, the easier it is to do. So that's going to be something you're going to learn. You're going to flip that around in your mind too. You're going to be talking to people that are doing larger deals. Smaller deals are actually harder to do, and a lot more work too. So see, if you guys ever wonder like, oh, how do we get into 300, 400 unit apartment buildings, things like that? We're gonna expand your mind to that. All right, that you're gonna be like, oh, that's easy. All right, because when you understand how the debt is done, how do you buy one of these deals? This is what we're gonna teach. Okay, and then we're gonna and once you learn it, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, let me just go talk to somebody that can bring it. And we got the fund, we fund it, and you make money. All right, now making money is definitely coming along with what we're creating, but don't forget what we're doing is totally about ending world poverty and changing the way business is done in the world. All right, so that we can actually create more good. Profits is probably like third or fourth on the totem pole. Does that answer your question, John? Also, are you home already? You were just in Vegas like with me a day ago.
Yeah, I just got back maybe 2 hours ago.
Okay. Well, thank you for being here.
Yeah, it was great. I love Vegas more and more every time I'm there. So it's a lot of fun.
All right, exciting. I can help any looking to create fun. Never spell sales aspect of it. I have my capital tied up at the moment in another deal. Yeah, I mean, look, this stay a part of this community, be a part of that Mighty Networks group, and you'll be able to find your partners in there. You'll find what your offering is, and you'll find what your gaps are, and be able to find somebody in there. What is the call schedule going to be for the 3-week period? So you will go through it. You will. There will be a calendar and stuff for you guys, and you guys will go through this process together. And Proxy will onboard you guys and make sure that you are all set and ready to go. Nelson, go ahead, brother.
Alex, good evening. Good evening, everyone. Alex, I went to the Mighty Networks to see about that 360 University. Didn't you have one that was virtual? If I can't make it to Vegas, can we be one virtually?
Yeah, there will be virtual.
There's virtual tickets.
Is it on the Mighty Networks? I didn't see it, by the way.
No, it'll be on 360universities.com. So it's a link that's up there. The Mighty Networks, yeah, it's right here. The Mighty Networks is just the community place where we continue to keep this conversation going and keep you updated on what is going on with the funds, how people are doing, how the first 12 disciples, the legacy team is doing. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's like a Facebook group,
I got
a
a
place to
question.
connect. Yeah, go ahead. Who's that?
God, you don't recognize my voice. That's upsetting.
Oh, there you are. Justin's got a question.
All right, I'm just curious. So, like, out of everyone in this call, how many people, have deals that they want to get funded in? I'm also curious to know the level as to, what size deals people here have worked on or what they want to work on. I guess I just want to kind of understand more of, who this audience is because all I see is pictures of people.
Yeah, if you guys want to stick it up, if you guys want to stick things in the chat, feel free to share what size deals you've been working on if you want to. If not, it's okay. No worries. 200 to 400 doors per deal. Ooh, that's nice. That's a good size.
Who here has a loan right now or a deal that they want funded?
Who wants to get funded? Oh, Justin's gonna fund somebody's deal right now. Is that what we're doing?
No. Unless it's a really good deal.
Dang. Well, so what Justin is sharing right now is literally what's going to be happening at the 360 University event. You get to bring a deal and I don't know, maybe get funded. So
I kid you not, you could ask Jacqueline. She had a client and we were literally talking about something completely different. In a matter of a second, she brought someone on a Zoom. I was like, I like your deal, let's fund it. And then we ended up funding his deal in a matter of 2 days.
2 days.
Yeah,
So this is, I mean, some of the things that I've seen, I didn't know really was possible, right? So this is what I want to share, like, so badly with everyone. But I need people to be bought into what we're doing. This is not like hey, let me test it to see how we're doing. And no, we need commitments. We need people that are really committed to do this. So yeah, I think you got all different levels of people in here, Justin, and like I said, you don't actually need the experience. We will teach you. Yeah, residential.
So I personally won't do like residential. That I stay away from. I don't know if Alex will do that, but I don't touch those.
No. We're going bigger deals. So Amon's working on $30 million deal. I believe he also has like a ground up possible deal. So we're going to teach you guys all the things that we're looking for. Okay. And this is what the cool part, when you know what it is that we're looking for, if you know how to get something funded, you will go and find the right things. If you don't know how to get something funded, what you're going to do is you're just going to look at a whole bunch of deals and you'll have no idea if it's a good deal or a bad deal. And you just be spamming somebody's inbox with just random deals. Right? You don't even know why you want it. You're like, oh, there's 200, 400 units. Well, how does it get funded? Okay, this is the stuff that you got to learn and what we're going to be teaching. Now, we're going to be teaching all of that stuff definitely for free. But when you're part of the fund, you're going to be like riding the bike with us. You can only learn so much. You can only take in so much information from YouTube and Zooms and these types of things. At some point, when you get on the bike, that is when you will change the game for yourself. And then this is the opportunity to like really bet on yourself and say, yes, let's go. This is the time. Okay. Life is now. No, he won't do any single family, no residential stuff. All right. So we're looking for, remember, like I said, the bigger the loan, the easier it is to do. This is something that we have to shift. It's a thinking that we got to shift in our minds. It's not like, let me begin with a $1 million deal. Like, no, you're going to ram your head through the wall trying to do that. And we're going to ram our heads through the wall with you doing that. So we're not doing that. We're going to go for the 20 million, 50 million, 100 million deals. Okay. Any one of those deals has a chance to change your life and your family's life forever. A $1 million deal probably will not. Hog is back on the Dartmoor. Dude, perhaps, man. Now we know 82 million. That's probably a much easier deal to do than that one residential deal. I'm telling you. All right, so you just got to learn how to do it, and then you'll be able to do it. And that's what we're doing. We're hand holding you guys all the way to these things. All right, so I want to just answer more questions for anybody that has got about the fund, about moving forward with the fund to funds. Like all this stuff you guys are asking, it will be covered. You guys will learn it at such a high level. You're like, crap, I would pay $500,000 for this information. I know it. I know what it is that I learned with Justin, and the value of it is 100x starting your own little fund to fund here. All right. So I know this is a lot for some. You know, it's like first time hearing some of these things and it's hard to understand. But again, like I said, you don't actually need to know anything to get started here. We will handhold you to the finish line. Yes, it is an all-in-one payment just because we engage. Proxy's going to be engaged. MW Law is going to be engaged. Brent's going to be engaged. Like everyone's going to be engaged at the same time. Brad Blazer's group is going to be engaged. 360 University will be engaged. That money goes to paying for all the stuff. Okay, that money does not go into my pocket for anything. We've considered it. You know, we're like, how low can we go? We asked asked everybody to be as low as they can in terms of the service offered. And each service that is offered is $50,000 worth minimum. All right. So, thank you, Eric. Any other questions? Again, you guys can wait, where is this thing? Nope. Yeah, scan. Yeah, I hope that I get to talk to you guys this week. All right, we'll do one-on-ones, high levels, answer any of these questions. If you need me to speak with anybody that isn't here right now, also, just set it up. Okay, I'm excited to find the first 12 groups that are going to be rocking and rolling with us. All right, if there's no other questions, much blessings to everybody.
Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Justin. Thank you, Adam. Thank you, everybody. Love you guys.
Thank you. All right, Purple Eagles ready. There are some ongoing things, Kim, that are expenses. So, all right. Going once. Going twice. Good night. Good night. Bye, everyone.